What is up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley. Welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. This is going to be for the star sign of Sagittarius for the month of December 2020. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will 100% correlate to your story, because they are specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information for how to reach me in a reading in the description box down below. If you like the content that I make and would like to support me, please go smash the like and subscribe button. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards off camera like always for you Sagittarius, so let's get right into the reading. We got the Nine of Wands, we got the Hermit, and then we got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so breaking this down, the Nine of Wands represents a resilience. It represents working through something regardless of how many times you get pushed down. It's being battered in battle, and it's kind of a card that says if you don't want things to continue the way that they are, or it's not an oppression, but it's almost an oppression where you do the same thing every day, day in and day out, and you don't want to continue doing this because it's not changing, then you have to figure out a way to change the way that you do this, or else it's going to continue to happen. This is going to be a cycle that continues to happen. However, I kind of see that cycle coming to a halt with the Hermit. I think that this is an ending of that time where you aren't really comfortable with doing this over and over and over again. I think that I'm hearing relationships for some of you, and this would make sense, where you are trying to reason with your partner over and over and over, and it's not working, and you're trying the same thing, or you've tried multiple things and it's just not working. You're just butting heads and it's not working. It does not have to be like that. It can be any realm, so don't take this and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna break up with my boyfriend. That's not. If it is resonating for you and that's how you want to take it, then take it like that, but that is not going to be for everybody. So the Hermit coming in is what makes me think that this is not going to continue. I feel like there's going to be a halt to this kind of doing something over and over and being very resilient. Even though you're doing a very good job of it, this isn't something that I think can last forever in any person. The Hermit represents the introspection and isolation that we get when we look for our own answers by ourselves, because the answers that you're looking for is something that you are not going to get by anybody, by your partner, or by anybody else, like a therapist even. This is something that you are going to have to do. That doesn't mean that they're not going to help, but you have to be the one to go inside of yourself to look for the answers, because nobody else is going to be able to do that for you, Sagittarius. So really heralding in this kind of loneliness, but really restricting yourself from outside thoughts, because I see the Four of Pentacles as being an actual blockage. It is also a safety net. It represents that you are either saving up for something and you're holding on to something very tightly and not letting it go, or you are blocking it out completely. What I think that this is you have had enough, and I think that the answer that you have come to inside of yourself, because you no longer want to work on it, is that you are directly blocking it off. Now, I'm hearing ghosting in my head, and because I have gone through that myself, I'm going to tell you that unless this person has been insanely toxic to you, abusive emotionally or physically, ghosting is a very narcissistic thing to do, and I'm gonna get slack for that. I don't care. I've been through it. It's abusive. It's abusive in its own right. So I would recommend that if you are ghosting somebody, to at least give them give them the tell them what they did wrong, so they can either choose to solve it or not. That's kind of up to them at the end of the day, and then continue away from them. But I hear ghosting, and I'm just going to put it out there. I'm gonna get slack for this, but I don't really care. This is my opinion. If you don't want to deal with this person, if they are toxic, I'm never going to tell you, oh yes, stay in that. So that does not apply to people that are toxic. But I do think that this is an actual blockage of something. I think that you are either blocking this person out, or this time out, or it could just be a temporary break on things. But I am going to pull a card to see where this goes for Sagittarius, so I can kind of have a better aspect, see where that goes to get a better picture. Yeah, so it is, I feel like the Hangman to me doesn't necessarily mean leaving something, but the blockage to me kind of thinks that mixed with the Four of Pentacles and the Hangman, I think that it's possible for some of you that you aren't maybe leaving this, but you are kind of blocking this out temporarily, as in taking a break from it, and the Hangman represents that you're allowing things to happen after that fact. I definitely see a break, I definitely see a blockage, I definitely see a pause, and then the Hangman is kind of also a pause, but he's not blocking anything out. He is kind of allowing things to happen in all veins as they come. So I think that after this blockage period, you will allow something back in, be it this person, this energy, or whatever. But I see you taking on a much more relaxed approach. This is a complete jump. It's, first of all, it's from fighting day in and day out. I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to over and over and over, I'm going to butt heads, to I'm flowing, I'm floating, I'm allowing this to happen. You might be in a situation that you can't remove yourself from, be it at work or whatever this is. But I don't see you taking as much mental stress at the end of the day, because I do think in some vein you're finding your answer, Sagittarius. I love you, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.